Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you all here today with all the futtering and puttering that was at the house this morning. I said I better write it down. So, first I would like to congratulate Margaret and Pat and a beautiful marriage. It's now time to, when I'm supposed to actually welcome Pat into the Moylan family. But the truth is, Pat, you've been a part of our family since the first day we met you. I have to go backtrack. I don't think any amount of preparation can leave you feel ready to give your daughter away. And you've seen the expression in the church today. But if I had to choose anybody, a person to hand my daughter over to, I would choose you every time, Pat. Being the father of the bride has made me feel more pride and honor than I thought a person could feel. May your love be modern enough to survive the times and old-fashioned enough to last forever. I also like to think of all who could not be here today, especially my mother, who means a lot to me, who would give her heart to be here. I'd like to remember 4 grandparents who are with us in spirit today: Patrick and Bridget O'Connor, Patrick Dillon, and my own father, Patrick Moylan. There won't be any pressure in looking for a boy's name. Almost a football team. I'd like to thank St. Margaret Mary's for a beautiful service, and the priest and the deacon. I'd also like to thank the Culture Centre for letting us use their facility and helping us make this happen, and everybody involved. So I'd like to say it's our second home to some of us. Not welcomed very well at home and on Sunday, but I'd like to thank the caterers, the bar staff, the photographer and video for an excellent job, and the band who you're going to dance the night away with. With all that said, I'd like to have you raise your glasses to Margaret and Pat, that you may have a healthy and happy life together, and that God may bless you and look over you for the rest of your life. And a couple of people that means a lot to these guys: Joe Dillon, who's Pat's biggest fan, and to Patty and Peggy O'Malley, who I think is Margaret's biggest fan. So, with that said, I would like to raise a toast to both of them.
Give a big round of applause there, ladies and gentlemen, once again to Michael Moylan, father of our bride, Margaret.
So we are not expecting that to be as sentimental. No, that might have been my fault. I told him last night he has to go sentimental. All right, hi. Hello. Thank you all for coming tonight. Most of you may already know who we are, but for those of you who don't, I am Siobhan. And I'm Fiona. And we are Margaret's younger, but questionably wiser sisters. We had the privilege of growing up with Margaret and having her as our sister. And while we look back on our growing up experiences, we always admired Margaret and we always looked up to everything that she did. We would borrow Margaret's clothes and would have to run home before Margaret got home so she wouldn't see us wearing her clothes, and we just thought we were so cool wearing her clothes. Whenever something happened, we'd always go to Margaret before we went to Mom and Dad because we didn't want to get in trouble. And Margaret, you've always been there for us, and we knew we can always turn to in any time of need or any crisis that we had, and you were just someone that we love having fun with. Okay, so a few years ago, we went to a psychic, and this psychic told Margaret that she was going to fall in love with a tall man who had dark hair. And Margaret's immediate response was, I have no idea who that is. I don't know anybody who has that. Well, flash forward to a few months later when she told us that she had found the man of her dreams at Capo. He was tall, emphasis on tall, and Irish. And we later referred to him as the Nantucket Cop. And this Nantucket Cop would text Margaret sporadically, Merry Christmas, but then would disappear and leave her guessing until the next holiday. With his lack of social media, we coined him as either a serial killer or a player. But then, finally, Margaret ran into this Nantucket Cop again, and the stars finally aligned. This Nantucket Cop was Pat. Thankfully. That would be awkward if it wasn't. And it wasn't until we met Pat that we finally understood how perfect he was for Margaret. And once we saw that Pat had the first generation iPhone, we kind of realized he wasn't a serial killer. He just wasn't tech savvy. And it all made sense. Pat, we are so happy that you continue to keep Margaret on her toes and take the planner away from her so that she can enjoy life's surprises. Margaret and Pat, just remember the most important 4 words for a successful marriage. I'll do the dishes. But seriously, we love you both and are so happy to finally celebrate your love for each other. Pat, welcome to our family, and we're so happy to have another brother. Now, can everyone please raise a glass and cheers to the newlyweds? Cilantro!
Move in nice and tight to that microphone, Thomas.
Yep. Everyone can hear me, right? Hello, everyone, and thank you all for coming out tonight to celebrate Patrick and Margaret. I am Thomas, one of Patrick's younger brothers, and I was honored when he asked me to stand up beside him today to be his best man. And this is truly a momentous occasion, and I'm so happy. So, a while back, I asked Margaret if she was nervous for any part of her big day. She told me there was one little thing that truly terrified her. And let me tell you, folks, we've just arrived at that part of the night. She knows I'm not the best public speaker, but I promise there's no need to be worried. I'll keep it simple, and after being Pat's best friend for 29 odd years, I know not to embarrass him. He really does not like that. But truly, I really only have great things to say about these 2 newlyweds up here, and I'll have everyone back to dinner and dancing in no time at all. Only 25 more minutes. Patrick has always been a brother I could look up to, literally. He's been everything Seamus, Timmy, and I could have asked for in a sibling. Being the oldest, he paved the way for us. He's smart, strong, loyal, hardworking, charismatic. I don't know. If I missed something, just ask him. I'm sure he'll let you know. I really am kidding, I swear. He really was the best. Whether we were spending summers in Ireland or running around Milton, we could always rest easy because we knew we had Patrick watching over our backs. Then and now, he goes above and beyond to help everyone and make everyone's lives easier. Seriously, just ask Nana. He really spoils her. Now, Margaret. So, I was living with Patrick around the time that he started dating Margaret. And I'm quite sure they did not love that. But it really gave me the opportunity to get to know her, and right away, I knew she was something special. Pat was always in such a good mood at the time. He stopped taking so many police details so that they could go on dates. Might not be true anymore, but at the time. And then he finally introduced her to our family. And it couldn't have gone better. Margaret immediately fit in with everybody and got along so great with the whole family. Now, Timmy may have had a hard time giving up some of the attention he was so used to, but that's a story for another time. So family is something that is so important to all of us, and I know I speak for the entire O'Connor family when I say I couldn't be happier that Margaret is joining us. We were all so full of joy to hear that Pat had gotten down on one knee in Dennisport to finally ask Margaret to marry him. That day, even my dad left work early when he heard the news. A serious rarity, as I'm sure you guys know. We all rushed down the Cape to celebrate. It was an awesome day. I'll never forget it. Margaret, you've felt like family for a long time, and it's just amazing that today made it official. Patrick has always been there for me, as I know he will always be there for you. I'm also thankful that you make my already great brother an even greater man. So let's raise our glass to the newlyweds and wish them a long and happy life together. Cheers. Margaret, it gives me great joy to officially say, welcome to the O'Connor family.
Oh yeah, let's hear it for Thomas, our best man there. Give him a big round of applause, everybody. Come on.